Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself, and then we'll go into other things, and I'll take questions, and I'll be delighted to help you in any way that I can. I have always been around food. My grandparents were farmers. My dad had a grocery store, worked in the grocery store. After I graduated from college, I went to work for Nabisco Foods for almost 20 years. My husband worked at Carnation, which is now Nestle Foods. I've had a restaurant, been trained as a chef. Nobody likes to eat more than I do. Nobody loves food more than I do. When I worked for Nabisco, it was my job to get people to buy the food that I'm telling you now, don't eat. And it is just unbelievable. If you would have told me 25 years ago that I would be helping people lose weight and get healthy, I would say you are crazy. There is no way that interests me. I like to eat. I like to eat whatever I want to eat. My health had started to be compromised about 12 years ago. My husband and I had a restaurant. Again, I was still with Nestle. I was with Nabisco. He was with Nestle. And I felt horrible. I was 40 pounds heavier than I am now. My joints hurt, my knees hurt, my feet hurt, I had no energy. I noticed that my mental capacity was even getting a little foggy, the same with Dave. He was 65 pounds overweight. And my daughter had done a special treatment in Waco, Texas, and lost 17 pounds in 20 days. And she said, "Mom, you and Dad have got to do this." I didn't know it at the time. But I was on the verge of a heart attack. My cholesterol was through the roof. I was sick. I was toxic, and I didn't even know it. So Dave and I did a special weight loss treatment. Again, I lost 40 pounds. Dave lost 65 pounds, and that's been 12 years ago. Changed my life, and it's a good thing that I did it. My children are aged 33 to 29, so they're grown. 6 months ago, I got custody of my nieces who are 2 and 3 years old. So I'm starting all over again, but now I can do this. I'm healthy, I'm at a good weight, I can do it. And let me tell you why it is so important to eat healthy food. Do you know what the food industry wants us to do and wants us to be? Overweight, unhealthy. Why? Because we buy more of those foods. We are addicted to those foods. Just like a drug addict could be addicted to drugs, we're now addicted to fast foods, prepackaged foods, sugar, Splenda, aspartame, and let me tell you what everything has added to it that has made us addicted, and that is artificial flavorings and colorings. The flavorings that are added to cookies, crackers, prepackaged food, frozen food, anything that's not healthy meat, healthy fruits, healthy vegetables, we shouldn't eat. Because it always leaves us longing for more and more and more. We're never satisfied until you break the cycle of being addicted to those particular foods. And then your life is changed. We should eat healthy fruits, healthy vegetables, lean protein, fish that is wild, not farm raised. Drink at least half a gallon of water a day. Stay away from soda. Stay away from fried foods. Stay away from fast foods. And when you look at a menu, look at the fish, look at the chicken, look at the turkey, look at the lean beef. Pick out the vegetables. Stay away from the fries. Stay away from the chicken fried steak and the gravy. I know I was raised, and that's what we sit down to the table with at every meal. And now, of course, all of us love our beans, our rice, our enchiladas, our tostadas, our tacos. So it's just gone on and on and on. It's honestly not the caloric intake that we take in, folks, but the combination of the foods that we're eating now. There's no such thing as good bread, period, the end. Monsanto owns about 60% of the seeds and grain that our farmers plant. Those seeds are genetically altered. Have you been hearing a lot about the GMOs lately? Deadly. So there's no good kernel of the grain left on the wheat, on the rye, on the barley here in our country. That's just the bottom line. So you've got to be careful what you eat. You've got to be proactive in what you do. Losing weight is something that you can do if you put your mind to it. I work at Health Crave, and we have different centers within our office that can help you in all areas of your life. If you need a primary care physician, if you need a massage therapist, if you need an orthopedic surgeon, if you need a neurologist, if you need a vascular doctor, if you need to lose weight, and that's what I do. So under our roof, we have all of these different centers that meet all of your needs. Would you like to hear how our program works? All right. The program that I was brought to San Antonio to do, I was doing in the Metroplex. Dr. and Mrs. Sear heard about the tremendous results that we were getting with our patients. Because we know that Texas is known for our obesity, and we love to eat. And we're not known for healthy cooking, we're not known for healthy eating. And so I came to San Antonio 2 years ago, and it's been amazing what we've done. The treatment that I help administer within our office targets the abnormal fat within our body, the fat that makes us fat. If we decided today we're going to go on a traditional method of weight loss, what your body would lose would be muscular fat that holds our muscles, tissues, organs in place, reserve fat, the fat under our skin, and muscle mass. So that's why people are having to exercise like crazy to retain their muscle mass and retain those good fats during the weight loss process. With our treatment, and again, this is treatment for the disease of being overweight, only your abnormal body fat is going to be lost, 2,500 calories a day. So you're going to lose up to 2,500 calories a day of your abnormal body fat. Eat your own foods, lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, coffee, tea, and at least half a gallon of water a day. Our treatment is for 40 days on, 6 weeks off, 20 or 40 days on again, and we resume that cycle until our patients are where they need to be within their BMI. And then something quite miraculous happens around midway during the treatment, day 20, and that is your metabolism is reset and starts to function normally again. And from a physiological standpoint, anxiety, stress, and depression, you feel quite amazing. We offer a 24-hour support system with texting during our weight loss program with any concerns, questions, support. So we're there for you throughout. You know, family members don't always understand that we need to lose weight or get healthy, or someone may look at you and say, you don't need to lose weight, you don't need to lose weight, and we know that we do. So our support system works fantastic, and we're with our patients from the beginning of the weight loss treatment and beyond. So if you need us months or years down the road, give us a call. We're never going to abandon you, because the most important thing to us is your health and wellness. We have other methods of weight loss. We have shakes that you can drink, along with supplements that you can take. So we don't just have one program for you. If one doesn't particularly suit your needs, we offer 4 different programs. Weight loss is very rapid with the first treatment that I told you about. Normally, if you're a female age 18 to 32, your weight loss will be anywhere from ½ pound to 3/4 pound a day. Males will be anywhere from ½ pound to a pound a day at that age. Women, about 33 to 50 and over, it'll average about 20 pounds in 40 days, 20 to 24 pounds. So depending on your age, your medical condition, things like that, the weight loss varies from person to person. Males do lose quicker on our program than females do, but the females lose weight very rapidly and very well as well. Any questions about nutrition, the grocery store, what you should look for, what you should stay away from? I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
When you say in treatment, are you talking about when you go there, what they're doing is giving you like a whole different kind of diet, nutrition plan
Yes,
to work on?
absolutely. That is what that means. Yes, and when you come in, our medical staff will go over all of that with you, specifically in regard to the medication that you'll be taking and how it works, along with the food that you'll be eating. Okay.
So it involves prescription medication?
It does. It does. It's not appetite suppressant or anything that's unnatural to your body. And again, our medical staff will go over that with you when you come in to have your physical done, or you come in for a consultation. And I would be happy to do a consultation with any of you. You can come to our office, or I can do one over the telephone. You know, whatever works for you, I'll be happy to meet you at the point that you are in your life right now. The cost. The cost normally is, for 40 days of treatment, it's $650. For our friends and family discount, which we're going to offer to you here, the cost that we offer our patients that come in, it's $515 for 40 days of treatment. That includes everything that you need. And then as you progress on, and you have, let's say, more weight to lose, another 20 days of treatment will drop down to $200, or another 40 days will drop down to $360. So the cost is very, very reasonable. It is. You will be eating 3.5 ounces of protein twice a day, 2 cups of vegetables at each meal, plus unlimited greens or lettuces. You will also, plus 3 pieces of fruit a day. And the key to your success will be adhering to the food that you're allowed to eat. It's white chicken, white turkey, tilapia, sea bass, crab, lobster. You can sub a protein shake for a meal. Vegetables will be asparagus, broccoli, zucchini, squash, cauliflower. There's lots, but that's what comes to mind. The vegetables are what we call cruciferous vegetables. That means they're going to do a beautiful thing, work their way through your colon, your liver, cleanse all of that unwanted fat out, work through the joints in our body where food particles are actually stored, believe it or not. And so the inflammation is gone from your body. When we're overweight, when we're unhealthy, our body is toxic and our joints are inflamed. So this menu is going to specifically work on that as well.
So is there, when you say medication, is there like injections, like help with your thyroid, like B12?
It will be an injection, and it will be done with an insulin syringe, which is no bigger than a piece of hair, and it will be done subcutaneously around your abdomen. So it will not be going into the muscle of your body, but in the fat of your abdomen. What you would need would be your medication. We require our patients to have a physical. It's a non-invasive physical, a complete blood work, a lab panel that will test everything that we need to see on you to make sure you're okay. It will include your manual, the other supplies that you'll need, 24-hour support from me.
Okay, other supplies that we'll need?
Yes,
Which is?
your syringes, your medication, your manual that will explain everything. It also includes your support from me, and it includes your office visits.
Okay, and the $400 whatever dollars covers all of that, or are
does.
you also billing our insurance?
No, it includes everything.
Okay. So
It includes everything, yes.
Does not include food?
No, it does not include food, but let me say that when we first started our program, it was just me coming. Now, my dream was always to have the food available there for our patients to purchase. That is what we call protocol food if they want it. We also do offer the food. It's a separate cost. It's not required by any means, but it's there. We have our own chef that prepares it, and it's the food that's required on the menu. It's fabulous. It's delicious. So that's something in addition to the weight loss program that you're more than welcome to partake of, but it is not required by any means. Most of my patients prepare their own food. No, there's not, and I'm glad you brought that up. There's a lot of information with this treatment, and again, I continue saying treatment because it is treatment for the disease of being overweight. If you are not on an exercise program now, believe it or not, you do not have to exercise during this treatment. You don't have to exercise. If you're exercising now and your body is already adjusted to that, you can do light elliptical, walking, swimming, light cardio, bike riding, yoga, Pilates. But if you have not implemented a weight loss exercise regimen in your daily schedule, don't worry about it. You don't have to do that now. Let's lose some weight, let's feel amazing. Then when we get into stabilization and maintenance, you'll want to do that. And of course, we want you to and you should. But at the beginning now, if you're not already doing that, you do not have to do it. The medication that you're taking, it's phenomenal in that there's a fine line between releasing the body fat and building the muscle mass. And right now, we want to release the abnormal body fat. So again, if you went on a conventional method of weight loss, you would lose the fat under your skin and your muscle tone. With this treatment, that's not going to happen. Whatever muscle tone you have, you're going to retain. And the inches that you'll lose will be what it sort of always pans out to be is double what the weight loss is. So let's say you lose about 22 pounds normally, your inch loss will be about 40 inches. The insurance that we take, if you have flex spending on your insurance, a flex spending account, we accept that, and we have care credit that you can apply for and pay out in 6 months interest-free. There will be a maintenance and stabilization phase that we'll go through that's as important as the weight loss phase. And that's where your body will stabilize. At the point where we get to stabilization and maintenance, you'll be eating all lean proteins, any vegetable except no rice, no potatoes, no starchy beans, no bread, no sugar, non-fat dairy, avocados, nuts, any fruit. Let's watch the sugary fruits, mangoes, peaches, grapes. And what we'll do is we'll bring those foods back in, 1 or 2 a day, weighing every day for the rest of your life. If your weight goes up, what have we eaten the day before that's caused that to happen? And then you will be able to ascertain how the foods break down in your body, what foods we should stay away from. You'll be shocked. But again, during the stabilization and maintenance phase and beyond, whenever you have any questions, if anything happens, you're going to call and text me and we'll keep you on track. So we'll go with the treatment as long as you want to go with it. There's no requirement. If you've lost all the weight you want to lose, then that's awesome. That's great. It's not. The only way that you're not allowed to do this treatment, the only way that it's not safe is if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or undergoing any kind of cancer treatment. What this treatment does for our patients who are diabetic, blood pressure meds, cholesterol, acid reflux, it's unbelievable. Most of our patients, their medications are drastically reduced, cut in half, or they get off altogether. I just can't even begin to tell you. So if you are diabetic, you're on metformin, we always tell our patients, your medications are going to have to be lowered. Even as soon as 20 days into the program, you're not going to need as much. You're not going to need as much of your diabetic meds. You're not going to need as much of your blood pressure meds. So it's quite amazing. And for the endocrine system, for the thyroid, it's also very good. Very good for your endocrine system if you suffer from hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. Exactly. Well, the side effects that we find that can incur from taking this medication or a pre-existing medical condition that you have, such as being a diabetic or being on blood pressure meds. So they're a pre-existing medical condition. The medication itself, we're not finding really side effects from that. It's really the pre-existing medical condition. So the first week during treatment, as your body is detoxing from all of the sugars, all of the carbs, all of the bad foods that you've been eating. Day 3 and 4 may be a little tough because that's your body coming off of the sugar, coming off of the carbs. You may experience a mild headache, be lethargic, diarrhea, maybe a little slower mental acuity, but again, that's coming off the sugar, coming off the carbs. Normally it passes within the day. Smart water is awesome to drink when you're undergoing weight loss treatment, especially this one, because it has electrolytes in it. Have you guys heard of smart water? It is an awesome water, and the extra electrolytes do aid during the weight loss process as well. This medication is not FDA approved for weight loss, but it is FDA approved for fertility. And this is not uncommon. Don't be alarmed. Doctors all use FDA approved medications off label. This is a FDA approved medication, just not for weight loss. And my point of view, and I think you'll agree, the largest money-making entity in our company in our country is the pharmaceutical companies. Set trillions of dollars a year. So they want us unhealthy. They want us using cholesterol meds, blood pressure meds, diabetic meds, heart meds. You know, I have patients, I kid you not, some of them are on 25, 30 meds. It's unbelievable, because what happens with the pharmaceutical companies is they are in production, they've given you this med. They know the side effect of that med. They're in production for another med to counteract the side effect of this med. So when we're healthy, when we're at a good weight, when we're where we need to be, we're not going to need any meds. Hopefully, we need to keep our bodies to where we're on as few medications as possible. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.